Greetings everyone, Lumberg here. Today I have a very quick video about a number of miscellaneous topics. We're going to start off with just a quick update on the progression of my account strength. For those of you that have kind of followed me through, you can celebrate some of my accomplishments with me. Then we're going to talk about some of the new game packs and features that were added, just do a quick review, and then we're going to end with just a preview of the upcoming void that we face. So without further ado, let's get started. So this one is a earlier recording. I recorded it just for the sake of this video. So I'm going to actually play this, and you can see this. I am attempting a level 5 computer with a 36.5% chance of orange, and it succeeded. So very lucky there. So I wanted to start off with that. I have one more accomplishment, which was I successfully was able to so let's see. Sometimes when you switch back and forth between the game and another app, it takes a second to log on. But today is Thursday, and in Thursday there's a couple of packs that are good. Sake is available on Thursday, and I recommend that if you are going to spend anything, that you spend on Sake if you're a middle tier player. And then there's one more pack here, which is the Titan Evolution Special Pack. So you can see that I've bought the first one. And I bought the first one for Sake. So when I bought it, why did I buy it? I basically, for the first time, my first purple Titan. So I was able to go ahead and level up the male Titan to level purple tier. So you can see that here I have some talents available. And here, I just wanted to share a quick tip. So you can see here that this is a wonderful skill, because it affects all of your troops and your allies' troops. So this is one that you definitely want to upgrade. Normally, I would say that, hey, let's save some of these for the bounty event, but honestly, that bounty event is garbage. You can easily get the 12,500 points. Really don't see any point in saving and using a weaker account before Void. So I went ahead and upgraded that to level 3. And also you can see here that, I have a bunch of the golden skeletons because this is my first purple skill, but I don't have enough of creature modify fluid. But, earlier, I used some of the, here comes the question, if you don't have that, do you wait, do you buy some more, or do you actually just reset one? If you reset it, you actually lose 20%. So it's an 80% return. However, some of these, like where it's just improving the character's attack, isn't really that beneficial. So, if you reset it, you can see I get 28 here. So I can reset it and actually level up this shield. So I'm going to do a little bit more research to say, of these ones, which one should you reset? So in my opinion, anything that affects your troops definitely should not be reset. So that shouldn't. This one is troop movement. I'm really not sure how this works, so that may or may not be reset. But most likely I will probably reset this guy and use those to level up my shield even further. I might need to reset one more so you can see, boom. Now, it is a substantial difference. You can see from level 1, it was 11, then level 2 it went, and so now I'm at level 4 and it's 19, then it becomes progressively less. But this energy shield will definitely help you in the mines, and it will help you in battle, as well as your allies. All right, so let's take a quick look at my equipment, and then we'll dive into some of the new cards and features in the game. So you can see here that, whoa, big improvement from where I was last time. And honestly, I just got lucky. So you saw the last one that we did, the computer. I got lucky. This is really fortuitous. You can see that all top 4 are orange. So that was a huge accomplishment. So that really got me excited. All right, so this has come out. This is old news, but you know that there's a new card that came out, which was the Uranium card, and that is a somewhat of a game changer in terms of how you do your spend. You really should get that if you're a medium tier or high tier player. So let's take a look at it. There's a couple of benefits to it. So you can see here that I used to get the Supreme card. I actually just basically replace the Supreme card with the Uranium. I still might get the Supreme card when I'm running low on gold, but honestly, the elite recruitment orders are really the drop rate, I keep getting garbage heroes like Kingsley and Brave Star and ones that I don't use in F Medici. Even I Medici and Doc Gray are become somewhat useless once you have them to 5 star. So the better spend, honestly, is actually doing the officer specific packs on certain days like Saki, Zeus, and Alexandria. All right, so this Uranium Monthly card is a solid, solid deal. Why? Because basically, if you look at any other analysis, I did a couple of different packs, and when you look at the packs and you're buying the uranium packs, you're spending about the best rate that you get is per dollar. You're getting about maybe 480 is the best, but usually as you know, all those packs go progressively worse. So it goes from 480 to 400 to 350 and so on. So however, if you look at it here, you spend $20 and you're essentially getting 800 uranium daily. So that's 24,000 uranium in a month, and essentially 1,200 uranium per dollar. So it's 3 times as good as almost the second or the best pack that's available, right? So the packs really didn't change that much. You can see here that if you look at the monthly, uranium is still pretty darn expensive. So you can see at $9.99 you're getting 4,500 uranium, right? However, with this monthly card, you're getting a lot, 3 times better. So that is a good deal. Okay. Of course, I'll add the caveat. This doesn't mean that you have to spend. Play the game how you want to. I'm saying if you spend, this is a good spend. All right, and one more benefit that's really a hidden benefit, but might cause some annoyance to some of the higher tier players, is that it essentially gives you, it doubles your protection from when you start occupying the mine to when you can be kicked off of it. So instead of 2 hours, you get 4 hours, which means what I think is going to happen is that there's going to be a bunch of low level players that get the card and then occupy the highest tier mine. Especially, like today, it's almost reset in a couple of minutes. The mines are closed. And, that means whoever gets in can easily get 4 hours at the highest tier mine, just, and being a very weak player. So that is a frustrating aspect of that. It's really not worth it. You're better off. I don't do that. I don't recommend people do that. If you're really weak, maybe it's worth it. But, you don't really want to annoy players, because the mines can be a pretty vindictive place. So you don't want to piss off the top players. Okay. And then let's do a review on AOZ Coins. A lot of questions have been asked on this, and this is a dud. I mean, I bought it just for testing purposes. I was going to spend anyways. I usually budget about 100, so I bought this a couple of weeks ago. You can see here that I bought it in USD. It's basically 1-for-1. There's no benefit. If you're in different currencies, there is some exchange rate differences just between how they round the pack and so on. So if you're in a Euro country, if your currency is Canadian dollars, I did check with the people, and there is some sometimes favorable, sometimes unfavorable rates on exchange on specific packs. The problem, though, is you can't really benefit from that exchange rate difference, because once you buy the coins, anything that you purchase has to be done with the coins. So that means that if you're you can't choose whether or not you want to do a direct purchase or a coin purchase. That would have been lovely, because that means that you could get the exchange rate benefit and choose the packs that give you an exchange rate benefit. Since you can't do that, there isn't any net sum benefit from using AOZ coins. One more disadvantage is, as you can see here, let's try to actually go and buy a pack. So let's say, okay, I have 1712 coins. That equates to $17.12. That means, let's see, I want to go ahead and buy the Supreme card. So you would think that it would let me spend 1712 and do the remainder in AOZ or direct spend. It doesn't. So basically, the only way I can buy it is a direct spend. Now you can see here, anything that's below and my coin total of 1712, I can buy. So all in all, that seems a little bit bad design, because no matter how you look at it, I probably did around 12 purchases that got me down to 1712, because mostly everything is at 99. So I'm never going to be able to use, well, first of all, I'm never going to, renew this. This is really just inconvenient, if anything. There wasn't really much benefits. There wasn't a discount. It was, you know, 99.99 for 999 coins. So, and I'm going to be basically, now I have to kind of, you know, schedule my purchase to do exactly what's $17 worth spend, and I'm going to be left with, you know, basically 14 cents unspent. And it's going to be, you know, just hanging out there like an annoyance. So I don't recommend the coins. There wasn't really benefit. Some people project, guess that some of the benefit might be, you know, when you do a bunch of small purchases in your credit card, that could maybe, you know, flag it so it's useful there, or if you're trying to, you know, really maintain a budget and do a purchase once. But, you know, my feedback here would be, until they actually give you some bonus coins when you do this, there is no incentive or reason that you should buy those coins. I did it for testing purposes, so I can be the guinea pig for you guys. You know, my consensus or my conclusion is, don't do it. Okay. Let's end with a quick preview of Void. So you can see here our Void opponent is 309. 309 is extremely powerful world, and they have the slight advantage. You can see the world by going into the map. At the bottom right corner here, you have the little map button, and then if you click on the right corner here, you click on the globe. That essentially takes you to the most recent world. If you click on your world at the top right, you can see, okay, here we are, here's 285. And this ranking here, if you're wondering, is the ranking that was in global conquest. So we ended up 10th. And our opponent, there it is, 309. I got lost for a second, so pardon me. So if you click on the world, you can actually go into it. And then here, this cup button here at the middle right is, you can see the nation ranking. So they have some really strong players. You can see here that the Yellow Bird, you can see in the power ranking. So they have a huge advantage in terms of their top players, in terms of their top player officer ranking, as well as their top city ranking. So they have a level 38, a bunch of 36s, some 35s, as well as a bunch of 34s. I think our highest is a 37 and then 136. Okay, the last thing that I'm going to show you that I forgot to show in features is that here at the middle left button, you can see that there's this toggle button of light mode on and off. So this hopefully improves game performance and lag during big battles in Void, because we'll need it. So you can see here, it's defaulted to off. That makes the cities bigger and you really can't see anything. So I really do like this light mode. Turning it on, you can see things clearer, and it basically makes the cities smaller so you can see and click better. There's one more thing in settings that you can do in settings. If you didn't know this already, there is other settings. And then in other settings, you can change where you set the priority. So, you know, if you're trying to follow a fleet in Void and you can't follow it, it keeps clicking on the city, that's probably because you have the priority set to cities. So I like to follow fleets, so I keep it when the cities and the fleets are overlapping, then you give priority to the fleets. Okay. That's it, guys. Really looking forward to the battle with our strong opponent, 309, who have only lost one Void, a very close one. And we are looking to keep our streak alive to remain undefeated. It's going to be hard. So we'll check back after our Void, and hopefully I have good news, but I'm worried. Take care, guys. Good luck in your respective Voids, and strongest commander. Take care. Have a wonderful day.